What happens when two of the most talked about young stars in Asia, Song Weilong and Zhao Jinmai, reappear not on a drama set but inside a Valentine's campaign so visually seductive that fans begin to question whether they are watching an advertisement or witnessing the continuation of a love story that refuses to fade? Because their reunion under the banner of the legendary French perfume house Guerlain feels less like a calculated endorsement and more like a cinematic sequel to the emotions they ignited in the hit drama Shine on Me, and suddenly the internet is buzzing with theories, slow-motion edits, and whispered speculation about whether this collaboration signals a new era in luxury marketing where storytelling eclipses traditional advertising. Since modern audiences no longer fall for glossy images alone, but crave narratives that make them feel personally involved, as if purchasing a fragrance could grant access to the intimate world between two people whose on-screen chemistry once made millions laugh, cry, and replay scenes late into the night, and that is precisely why this campaign feels so electrifying. It transforms a seasonal holiday promotion into a cultural event, a phenomenon where fans dissect every glance, every subtle gesture, every fraction of a smile as though decoding hidden messages, while marketing analysts quietly observe how emotional memory can be converted into commercial momentum, predicting that such pairings may boost engagement and sales across Asia by remarkable margins because consumers increasingly seek products that symbolize experiences rather than objects, and in this case the perfume bottle becomes a vessel for nostalgia, desire, and aspirational romance wrapped in gold-tinted light and velvet shadows, creating visuals that evoke warmth without excess, intimacy without intrusion, elegance without distance. And as clips from the campaign circulate across social media platforms, they ignite a chain reaction of reactions, duets, recreations, and commentary threads that extend the life of the advertisement far beyond its official release, proving that the real currency of modern branding is not visibility, but emotional resonance. The ability to embed a product inside a story people want to revisit, discuss, and even inhabit, which explains why the actors' reunion feels like a masterstroke timed perfectly for Valentine's Day, a period that has evolved from a simple gift-giving tradition into a global stage where brands compete to define what contemporary love looks like, and here love is portrayed not as grand spectacle, but as quiet intensity, two figures sharing a private universe within a crowded world, a concept that resonates deeply with younger audiences navigating digital overstimulation and longing for authenticity, and perhaps that is why the campaign avoids aggressive product placement, allowing the fragrance to exist as a silent witness to emotion rather than its focal point, aligning with the preferences of viewers who are quick to reject overt selling but eager to embrace stories that feel sincere, while industry insiders note that such collaborations also elevate the stars' international profiles, positioning them not merely as entertainers but as global cultural ambassadors capable of bridging entertainment and commerce, East and West, fantasy and reality, illustrating how the boundaries between film, television, fashion, and luxury branding have dissolved into a single ecosystem where influence flows in every direction, and as fans debate whether this partnership is a strategic calculation or a heartfelt continuation of their shared narrative, one thing becomes undeniable. The campaign has succeeded in making people feel something, and in the attention economy feelings translate into loyalty, conversation, and ultimately action, turning a seasonal advertisement into a case study that other brands will likely attempt to replicate yet struggle to match. Because authenticity cannot be manufactured on demand, it emerges from timing, chemistry, and the collective memory of audiences who decide whether a story deserves to live on, and right now that story is very much alive, unfolding not only on screens but in comment sections, fan edits, and late-night discussions across continents, reminding us that in an age saturated with content, the most powerful strategy is still to make people care, to invite them into a narrative where they see reflections of their own hopes and fantasies, and whether you view this as brilliant marketing or simply the magic of two performers whose connection transcends scripts, the result is the same, a campaign that refuses to be ignored, that lingers in the mind like a familiar melody, urging viewers to watch again, share again, and ask again what might happen next. Because sometimes the most compelling stories are the ones that blur the line between fiction and reality until we are no longer sure where one ends and the other begins. And if you have followed this story to the end, it means you too felt that pull. So thank you sincerely for spending your time with us. Share your thoughts in the comments about whether this reunion is genius strategy or genuine emotion. And if you want more deep dives into viral entertainment moments, celebrity collaborations, and the hidden forces shaping global pop culture, don't forget to subscribe to 24H News, TM, and turn on notifications so you never miss the next story everyone will be talking about, because the conversation is just getting started and your voice is part of what makes it exciting. And yet the deeper significance of this phenomenon extends even further when we consider how it reflects a shift in audience psychology in which viewers are no longer passive recipients of media, but active participants who co-create meaning through discussion, speculation, and emotional investment, turning every campaign frame into raw material for collective interpretation, a process accelerated by algorithms that reward engagement and controversy, meaning that even the smallest ambiguous gesture between the two stars can spiral into trending topics, fan fiction, and analytical threads dissecting body language with forensic intensity. And this participatory culture effectively transforms marketing into serialized storytelling where each new photo release or behind-the-scenes clip functions like an episodic update that sustains anticipation, mirroring the structure of the very dramas that made the actors famous in the first place, blurring promotional content with entertainment until the distinction becomes irrelevant. While brands observe closely because this model suggests that the future of advertising may lie not in interruption but in immersion, not in persuading audiences to care about products, but in embedding products within narratives audiences already care about, thereby reducing resistance and increasing emotional receptivity. And it is precisely this seamless fusion that gives the campaign its uncanny power, making it feel less like a sales pitch and more like a memory unfolding in real time. A shared cultural moment that invites viewers to revisit their own experiences of first love, longing, or missed chances, which explains why comment sections are filled not only with praise for visuals, but with personal confessions, stories of relationships sparked or lost, and declarations that a single image can revive feelings long buried, demonstrating that effective storytelling does not merely capture attention, but unlocks introspection. And from a sociocultural perspective, this reveals how celebrity narratives function as modern myths through which audiences process their own emotions, projecting hopes onto public figures whose carefully curated personas offer a canvas for imagination. And in this sense, the campaign operates on multiple levels simultaneously, as commerce, as entertainment, as emotional ritual tied to Valentine's Day, and as a digital gathering point where millions momentarily synchronize their attention around a shared symbol of romance, proving that even in a fragmented media landscape, collective experiences are still possible when the right combination of personalities, timing, and narrative alignment converges. And perhaps that is why analysts suggest that the true success of the campaign cannot be measured solely in sales figures, but in its capacity to dominate conversation, to become a reference point in discussions about celebrity influence and brand storytelling for years to come, inspiring case studies, marketing seminars, and countless attempts at replication. Though few will possess the same authenticity because chemistry of this kind cannot be reverse engineered, it arises unpredictably from the intersection of talent, circumstance, and audience perception. And as the campaign continues to ripple outward, it subtly reshapes expectations for what collaborations between entertainment figures and luxury brands can achieve, raising the bar from simple endorsement to immersive narrative experience. And in doing so, it reminds us that at the heart of every successful strategy lies a simple truth. People remember how something made them feel long after they forget what was being sold. And when a campaign manages to intertwine emotion with imagery so seamlessly that viewers cannot separate the two, it achieves a form of cultural permanence that transcends its commercial origins, becoming part of the collective memory of a generation that will one day look back and recall not just the perfume or the holiday, but the sensation of being captivated by a story that felt both fantastical and strangely personal at the same time.